Hey, good morning, everybody. Sarasota Tim coming to you from Racetrack gas station at 45 degrees at 6:40 a.m. Been up since 4. Left my camper at 4:30. Got in this truck and went to get gas at Kroger, $2.59 a gallon. Not bad. And man, they're just going in and out of here so hot. Everybody's trying to race to get to those prison jobs. Man, the traffic in Atlanta, all the way up here to Dawsonville, insane. When I was on the road at 5 o'clock this morning, you would not believe how many headlights. And of course, it doesn't get daylight until 7. So people are, they got to get up early, got to drop the kids off, got to go get them some breakfast, got to stop and get gas. Got to get to work early. Know there's going to be traffic. I mean, you're working 8 hours a day, and then they got to have an hour and a half of traffic and getting ready and getting there, and all that when they'll come home. So they're putting in 8, 10, 12 hours a day. I can't imagine it. I just can't imagine it. I'm so glad those days are over for me. But I got out here in the mix of it this morning because I left the camper at that hour. I'm picking up my new camper in 3.5 hours. We're down to 3.5 hours. So I'm very excited about it. And I just wanted to say good morning. And, we'll make some videos when we get there and I'll show it to you and all that. I know that you guys are excited. Thank you so much for your kind words and how you're excited for Tammy and I to get it, and we'll bring you some really good videos of the inside, outside. And believe me, we're going to wear you out. And I hope we have a good, safe travel on the way home today. We'll go about halfway. We'll camp out in it. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see. And got to just take everything out of that wolf pup, and move it over. So I don't know how organized things will be on the inside. We just want to kind of make that fast. We're not going to set up house there at the dealer. Maybe when we get somewhere today later, we can get in there and do some stuff. I'm going to hook the camper, the Wolf Pup camper, just on the ball. I'm not going to put the weight distribution bars on this morning because I don't need to. When I bought it in North Carolina, I had a 4Runner, and I just bought a hitch at Walmart that went into my 2-inch receiver. And I just set that Wolf Pup right down on that, locked it down, and pulled it to Florida. Now, although it did sag some because I didn't have a weight distribution hitch, this is a much bigger vehicle to tow. And on the Wolf Pup, I don't need to go through all that this morning to take it over to the dealer where I'm gonna trade it in. So I'm just gonna hook it up, pull it out of my daughter's place, go over there, and begin the paperwork and transferring things and going through all the tutorials they're going to show me of how to put the slides out and all of that. And then we'll be out of there heading back to Florida. And we're very excited about it all. It's very cool. And real quickly, though, I still have my generator. I didn't take it back yesterday. And I don't want to take it back because that's why I bought it. I want it. But as soon as I bought it, they pulled them from the shelves because they say there's a problem. They say there's a problem with only a few of them. They say that you may not have a problem, but if you want to return it, if it makes you uncomfortable, or you think that you could have a problem, with no questions asked, no matter how long you've had it, bring it back to us, Harbor Freight says, and we'll give you full refund. Now, Harbor Freight lets you return things even if there wasn't a recall or remove them from the shelf. They have a return policy that's for 90 days. You do pay a restocking fee if you returned it in that case. But in this case, they just want to give you your money back because they had to take these things off the website because there was a problem with some of them that went out. And until they get the grip on it, they are letting people, they're not selling any more of them anywhere, even though they say there was only a few that went out somewhere. they just say, look, if you bought one that makes you uncomfortable, bring it back. So I had somebody say to me that I only bought it to use it for vacation, which it never got used. I've been staying in cabins and chalets, so it never got used. I only ran it to break it in, and I ran it the other day to see if I could make it fail. And I ran it when we first left in October at the Cracker Barrel, of which it did shut off. I think it was because of the carbon monoxide in the back of the truck that made it shut off. But they say, from what I hear, there's a problem with the propane part of it, of which I haven't used. I've only used the gasoline part. So I thought, should I just return it? Because then all of a sudden, I didn't know it, I bought a camper that's really heavy. And I'm on a 1/2-ton truck with a limited amount of towing. And this is a very heavy camper. So I thought, well, go ahead and return it. They're supposed to come out with them again in December, renewed and re-improved and all that. And I'll just rebuy it, but I don't really need it because it is cool now. It is past hurricane season. And the fact that there was an issue with them, and that makes me a little uncomfortable. It cost me $1,000 and they're willing to take it back. I didn't buy it, as I was accused in comments, to make a YouTube video about it to get views and scam Harbor Freight, as they said to me in the comments. I'm scamming them, and I'm going to scam them and go back and tell them there's something wrong with mine. It doesn't have to have a problem. All of them are eligible for full refund if you bought one. Just call them up. But you can't buy them anywhere because they've been pulled from the website. They are not available. So with the fact of those other things, I was trying to justify to myself why I could go ahead and return it. But if there was never a problem with those generators being pulled from the shelf 2 weeks after I bought mine, I don't care how big of a camper I bought, I wouldn't even be contemplating on returning my generator, about 100 pounds weight. It's only because I'm trying to justify to help myself with the weight of the camper and the fact that there is an issue, was an issue with these generators, and that I could simply return it, assist my weight problem I've got, and just buy it again later when the new ones come out in December that are new and improved and don't have an issue, because I want one and I need one because I live in Florida. There's hurricanes, there's power outages, and I live in an RV. So I need one. I did not buy that to use it to take a trip, of which it didn't get used. Remember that. They missed that part. And then, just return it. So that comment I had to delete because it was really unfair. And I don't know if they watched my other videos, but to conclude that and to say I was scamming, and they called me a scammer because I said we were trying to sell that chair that I have in my wolf pup on Facebook. And Facebook Marketplace now has scammers just like Craigslist. You put anything for sale. Even when I tried to sell my old camper tires, trailer tires, that I took off when I bought the Goodyear Endurance, scammers. You got to go through scammers for 2 days before you get a real person. So I said they're scammers, and that's true. There's scammers everywhere. So they said, oh, he's accusing Facebook, but yet he's a scammer. I couldn't believe that. How very, very rude to say that. And why are you watching my channel? Anyway, forget that person. We are going back to the house now to have a cup of coffee with my daughter before she goes to work. And then we're going to hook up the wolf pup, and we're going to go over to Camp Oaks and get a new camper and start crushing it.